No, in the first years of the 20th century, our world was being watched keenly. His great
As we busied ourselves about our various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied.
Might scrutinize the creatures that swarm in a drop of water through a microscope.
With infinite complacency, when men went to and fro all over this globe about their little affairs.
Worlds of space as sources of human danger.
Dismissed the idea of life upon them as impossible or improbable.
Yet across the gulf of space, intellects, vast and cool and unsympathetic, regarded this earth with envious eyes.
And slowly and surely drew their plans against us.
And before we judge them too harshly, we must remember what destruction our own species has caused.
Such as the vanished bison and dodo, but upon our own kind through war.
Sure as to complain if the Martians warred in the same spirit.
Oh my God! Keep back! What is she doing? She's going to get herself killed. You have to go get her. Keep out of sight.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I haven't seen them for 3 days.
They've taken London. We've been safe here until now.
Some water.
Thank you. What day is it?
The 24th.
Our anniversary.
What?
Nothing. Since they're
Where have you been?
trapped in a building.
Lucky to survive.
Yeah.
We've been safe here for the past week. They've moved on from here and only patrol a couple times a day.
Where are you from? Do you have a family? What happened to your family? Is your family okay? Did something happen to your family? Did you see... What's your name?
Elizabeth.
And where did you live?
Yeah. Where it all started. The first crater landed in our pasture at the end of the road. Not a 5-minute walk from my house. Seems like a lifetime ago. I remember the day. It was a beautiful afternoon. Nigel had just made some tea. I was thinking, I might plant some flowers in the garden. Mums, possibly?
Sure, dear.
What color would you like?
There were some nice red ones in the window of old Miss Crockett's shop the other day.
That sounds quite wonderful. I shall head out after supper. Should we go and see what all this commotion's about?
Well, at this point, I feel like we're obligated to.
All right, darling, after you. We followed the gathering crowd to the edge of the crater.
What the bloody hell is that?
I don't know, but the color is unlike anything I've seen. Where do you think it came from?
I couldn't say. But it could be dangerous. Don't get too close.
We could not have known that that was the beginning.
Oh, idea. It started 2 weeks before that. I saw through the university observatory. I tried to warn them. I knew this was going to happen. This all could have been prevented if they had just listened to me. I said it. And they did nothing. What a bunch of dodos.
About those? The voice which used to squawk and squeak is now forever dumb. You may you see his bones and beak? All in the museum. See? I remember it. But what's a dodo?
Looking things on God's earth.
They went extinct. Sailors arrived on their island, and the beastly things had no predators in the wild, so they didn't fear anything at all. They'd lost their flight and natural instincts and got fat on fruits and nuts. I expect they assumed the humans would perish. Pitiful, weak, and undernourished. They were wrong, of course. Sad, really, but they got what was coming. Now the horrid birds are just a warning tale for children. I expect my esteemed colleagues may have met the same fate. I was the only one watching Mars. Only I saw them launch this invasion.
The planet Mars revolves around the Sun at a mean distance of 140 million miles, and the light and heat it receives from the Sun is barely half of that received by this world. Therefore, it must be
to survive. We'll be fine.
Perfectly safe. Nothing to do about those corpses across the road.
Probably just some idiots who were trying to loot a jewelry store and the fog caught them unaware.
You've all seen the fog. It's why we wear these, my idea.
Well,
of
we're
course.
safe. Sort of.
It hasn't been safe since they arrived. I know. I was there. Sunday in the park with an asteroid? Delightful. Oh. But look at those northerners. Out. Out of my way. Sheesh. Miriam, can you tell those nasty boys to quiet down? Thank you. Uneducated, lots of them. You know, back in my days, we used to have a word for people like that. We call them, oh, sorry. Bunch of yaps. Oh, go off. Look, Miriam, at all those people wasting time when they're supposed to be working. This is why they don't have the privileges they keep asking for. Lazy lots. Oh, Miriam, look at that jobbing gardener employed sometimes. A little tart with her little brats. Greg the butcher and his boys and 2 or 3 loafers selling ginger beer. What do they think this is? A circus? Lord knows none of these commoners have the most vaguest astronomical ideas these days. Now, when I was a girl, we had proper education. I know my asteroids. Now, Miriam, take me up to the pit. I want a closer look.
Hey, don't you think, dear? Maybe you want to go back inside?
But look at all in our own backyard. Don't you feel so special?
Yes, dear. Anyway, it'll be a nice lark. That man over there is selling ginger beer. I'll get you one if you want.
That sounds wonderful.
For your safety, clear out, please.
I'm going home,
I know a bear when I see one. It's okay, everyone. No cause for all this ruckus.
Now, hold on. That doesn't look like any bear I've ever seen. It's too gray and too wet.
It looks like it has a face, if you can even call it that.
Honey, I think it's looking at me.
Mommy, help me!
He's fallen in the pit?
Keep back!
Feeling about this?
But where are we to go?
Why don't you head to your sister's place in Leatherhead? I'll get some of these people moving off our property. Meet you at the station?
Meet you at the station. I love you, you know.
I know. I love you too.
Stop! It isn't safe!
Honestly, Doctor, there's been a consultation. We've decided on contact without you.
What?!
The decision was made that you were not in a state of mind suited for first contact. I was chosen as a better candidate.
But I was right!
That doesn't mean you'll be right again.
You're just an assistant. You're not even qualified.
Well, the board disagrees.
What happened next was illuminating. Literally, Ogilvy and the deputation were approaching the capsule when it released a plume of greenish smoke. I heard a humming sound. After that, it all went rather quickly.
It is
And you saw his body?
What? No, there was no body. He just disappeared. Evaporated in an instant. It was quite interesting, really. I'd love to see it again, maybe get a closer look.
That's awful. He was your friend.
He was a backstabbing traitor. I won in the end, didn't I? I got the last word. I was right. Don't any of you go talking about that heat ray. I plan on publishing my findings once this is all done with. Finally get the credit I deserve. I will have to do more research. Oh, have any of you seen it up close?
What a terrible thing to ask. You, sir, have no tact whatsoever. And with children around, it's a wonder you've never been slapped.
Do you need a place to sleep?
Oh, no, it's all right. You've already done. Brought me into your home instead of leaving me to die.
This isn't my home.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry. I just assumed since you're in charge.
Me? In charge? I'm just a girl from Barking. I have no idea whose place this is.
Oh. Well, what did you do before all this happened?
It doesn't matter. Yes, what is it?
I need you to hold the baby for a minute.
Yes, madam.
Charles.
It's all going to be okay. I promise you even have your favorite blanket.
Amelia, come here.
Yes, sir.
I need you to go get our suitcases. We're about to get on the train. Oh, I'll take the baby for now while you get our bags. Yes, it's fine. But as soon as we get on the train, I need you to put it to sleep so it won't bother us. And
Yes, sir. But I'm not.
But nothing.
Yes, sir. I understand. It's just my sister, she...
What about your sister? No, go get our bags. We're about to get on the train.
Sir, I don't think you understand. My sister is still in the city and I'm going to get her.
Nonsense. You'll put the baby to sleep on the train.
But my sister!
I don't care about your sister! Wait. What are you doing? Get back here!
Hey! Excuse me!
Hey!
Get out of my way! I'm trying to get
Stop the
sister!
yelling! Just get on the train here, you idiot! Your sister's probably dead. Just save yourself!
Get out of my way. Everyone quiet, it's the patrol.
I almost have my last sketch of that knee joint.
Roll again. I'm locking it behind you.
But I am a man of science!
Survival first. Science later.
What was that thing?
Henry! How dare you? How dare you? You just left me! Again!
Now, kitten, I told you to run.
After you had a head start.
Be reasonable.
Reasonable? You want to talk to me about reasonable?
Didn't you see?
You are nothing but a coward. I should have guessed. Your mother's Irish.
Honeybee, please, just
Don't honeybee me. You left me there to die. I could have been burned alive or crushed by a giant robot.
stay. Stay. We have to get out of here. We have to go now. Oi, you, Captain General.
Lieutenant?
Right, Lieutenant. You have to go. You have to get us out of here. Let's go. Let's go.
Henry, I don't think he...
He's a soldier. He should be ready to fight. Let's go. Come on. Lieutenant, hey, let's...
What happened?
What hasn't? Those walkers wiped us out like we were nothing. I expect they'll do the same here.
You boys ready?
Sir, yes, sir! Ready as ever, Lieutenant.
My brother used to stare out of his telescope looking for life. I think I'll bring him a Martian head at Christmas.
Lieutenant Allen, how can you joke about this?
Settle down, boys. We're making history here. We're gonna bring down one of these beasts. After that, they'll give us medals, beer, maybe even a pretty bird, too.
A bird for Elfie? Never gonna happen.
Anxious, sir?
No such thing. Just confidence, stupidity, and luck.
How are you so sure we'll win?
Because I'm still alive. Take your aim on my count!
Sir, yes, sir!
Jesus Christ!
Molly said they met him Waybridge after the attack, but we don't even know his real name. No dog tags.
When will this all be over?
Well, they've already shown their military dominance.
Dear citizens,
The invasion. Obviously, you send a small detachment, test the enemy's defenses, and then you send the invasion force. These are just some scouts.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're just a scientist.
Correction? I am the scientist. I have the definitive writings on the subject of Mars. Just wait till I publish. My name... Hey!
We're going to win! You've got that? I'm sure London is the only place this has happened.
Know that.
You have to believe
Believe what?
that this will end. I know it will. I know where my sister is. I know things can go back to the way they used to be.
We can go on with our lives.
Go back to normal.
See my husband.
Get married. Been together for a long time.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks now.
Of course. Well, I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Oh, Henry. Henry. Henry, where are you?
Oh.
Sound. I'm naming him Michael. Isn't he cute? What's the matter? It's just a doll.
Molly,
Want to hold him?
Molly, what are you doing?
Freddy doesn't want to hold my doll.
It's just a doll. It can't hurt you.
Hold my doll, Freddy. He wants you to hold him.
Get that bloody thing away from me! I left. How could I have left? They need me. I have to go back. They need... Get up! You have to get up! Hell? Oh my god. Hey. Hey, shh. Hey, little guy. Where are your mom? Huh? Yeah, they're not safe. We're safe now, kid. Oh, we're safe, we're safe, we're safe. Kid. Hey, kid, are you still with me? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no.
Freddy!
I didn't mean to.
Are you okay?
Asking him if he's okay.
Of course she is. Can't you see this man is suffering from shell shock?
That man is out of his mind. Soldiers don't cry. They're supposed to be brave. You're an embarrassment to this country. What kind of cripple are you?
Now, Cora, really want...
Look at him. He's broken. Off in the head, if you ask me.
Silence, Cora.
Is that any way to talk to your elders?
Shut your bloody gob hole already!
This is a catastrophe. I'm sure we've all done things we didn't expect to.
Look, this is just an example of Darwin's theory. Survival of the fittest. Only the most intelligent will survive this crisis.
It's a miracle you survived.
I've had just about enough of your badgering!
Why must we constantly argue? We're all doing our best.
Exactly. Petty concerns do not apply when the survival of the species is at stake. We will do what we must to keep going.
Freddie and I spoke through from the house. Mark is doing it wrong.
You haven't done anything wrong.
But, your mom.
We will do what we must. And we'll make it through this together. If we don't help each other, then what's the point of surviving?
Please, please, just leave us alone!
Get back!
Shoot.
Get away from them and their car! I won't hesitate to do that to you too.
Thank you, take this.
And go back to the chase. It was a pleasure. Gonna get going.
Wait, I didn't catch your name.
Amelia.
I'm Laura, and this is Arthur. Where are you headed? We can take you.
No, I'm fine. I'll just be on my way.
Really? It'd be no trouble.
We would get you as far as we're going. If not, we have money to pay you.
No, no money. A ride. That's more than enough. I'm headed for Manchester.
Laura, could you hand me the reins?
Thanks for the help back there.
I was just doing what anyone would have.
Most people wouldn't have done that.
So, where are you headed?
We're headed for some family in Cambridge. You're headed to Manchester, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to my sister.
You didn't leave together?
No, I was working, and when I came back to get her, she'd already left.
How do you know if she's there then?
She left me a note. I will find her there. I have to.
Stuff split out of my pocket when we got split up. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I was a little bit preoccupied with the alien that was about to kill us.
I was trying to get back to my husband. Can't imagine what I've been through in the past 2 weeks. You're right, of course. I'm sorry. It's just when I left to meet Nigel at the station, I had no idea how bad it would get. None of us have had it easy. They devastated the station before I arrived. Couldn't go home, so I left. I try not to let myself think about what happened to Nigel. It was days before I saw any sign of civilization. Every once in a while, a burnt down house or a broken fence, but never another soul. It was my third day alone that I met the curate. He surprised me at first. Excuse me, sir. Sir, do you have any water?
You've been asking for water for the past hour.
We only just met.
What does it mean? What do these things mean? Why are these things permitted? What sins have we done? Morning service was over, and I was walking through the roads to clear my head for the afternoon, and then fire, earthquake, death! As for Sodom and Gomorrah, all the work undone, all the work. What are these Martians?
How far are we from Weybridge?
What are we to do? Are these creatures everywhere? Has the earth been given over to them?
Sir, how far are we from...
Only this morning I officiated an early celebration.
We must keep our head...
Hope.
Yes. Hope. For all this destruction.
This must be the beginning of the end. The end, the great and terrible day of the Lord, when men shall call upon the mountains and the rocks to fall upon them and hide them. Hide them from the face of he who sitteth upon the throne.
I understand you're scared, but what good is your faith if it collapses under calamity? Tested humanity before. Noah and the floods. Moses and the plagues. Did you really think he would leave the Weybridge Church alone?
But what are we to do? They're invulnerable. They're pitiless.
The mightier they are, the more reasonable we should be. There was one killed not 3 hours ago.
Killed? How could God's ministers be killed?
I saw it. We just happened to be in the thick of it. That's all.
What is that flicker in the sky?
What?
Listen!
We better find someplace safe for the night.
Day one of the apocalypse.
My mommy and daddy told us that you could help us evacuate us from our home. Are you here to help us?
Where are you? That insufferable man.
However, my patience became sparse. My husband and I used to go walking through town. I remember the most beautiful forest. He always used to take me...
Oh, no. Woking's gone. Destroyed completely. You know, I heard that's where the judgment hit first. If we in Weybridge were sinners, then they must have been the devil incarnate.
How dare you? My husband is there.
Not anymore. He's gone with all the other sinners. Gone.
My only consolation was to believe that the Martians were moving Londonward and away from Nigel. I grew very weary and irritable with the curate's perpetual interruptions. I grew tired at the sight of his selfish despair.
We are safe here. Safe here. safe here. Day 2 of the apocalypse.
I resolved to leave him. And I wish I had. If only I'd moved faster.
I'm sure we can rest there. Ow.
Field Journal. Entry 3. 110 hours have passed since the arrival of the capsule from Mars, and I can now confidently assert that they are here with malicious intent. I've been following their path since the emergence from the crater, and they've destroyed much of Weybridge and Shepperton, not to mention what's left of Woking. They've also set guards around the original impact sites. Tomorrow, I shall attempt to find out why.
That's not my name. Another cylinder. The house. It's buried.
God, have mercy upon us.
Are you grave robbing? That's stealing. Daddy says all thieves go to hell. Are you going to hell, mister? You don't want to go to hell.
Thief!
Citizens of Britain, I cannot.
Why don't you do something useful like stand watch?
Godly beasts they are. They bring fire and smoke to smite us. The rapture is coming.
We will find a way out of this house once the Martians depart.
Oh Lord, I am but your humble servant. Take me into your kingdom so that I may become pure.
If you won't do something useful, will you at least grab me some food?
I'd love a cup of tea, and some biscuits would be wonderful. Thank you.
Hey, the curate finally took a shift at watch.
Day 27 of the apocalypse.
Excuse me. Sir. Sir, can you see what they are doing? Sir? Sir, what do you see? Stop it, we must be, or we'll be found.
The machine they are constructing will be the instrument of our salvation. I have considered approaching them, but it seems rude to interrupt their constructions. I must confess, they do not look as I expected.
The Martians were huge round bodies, or rather heads about 4 feet.
Field Journal. Entry 5. I have come to the conclusion the Martians are constructing their fighting machines out of materials they are harvesting here, on Earth. Ingenious. They process the destroyed buildings to harvest these vital supplies, and they are indeed vital, as it appears they cannot move effectively inside our atmosphere without their hermetic capsules.
Much has been made of
Why would the Lord create a pebble just for my feet? Pebbles are devil's work, just like goats and Scotsmen. Right, Miriam? Yes, yes. I'm sure he'll end this soon. But we go on. Ow.
Lullaby, mister? My mommy used to sing me lullabies at night when I had nightmares. Can I sing you a lullaby? They always made me feel better when I was upset. Can I sing you my favorite lullaby? It's about ladybirds flying away to their home. Can I, mister? Can I?
It has been 9 times 99, dear Lord. We seek deliverance from these trials.
We won't have enough provisions to last until the Martians leave if you continue eating like that.
I believe you are possessed by the devil.
Never have I met a man as utterly infuriating as you.
Mommy and Daddy. Are Mommy and Daddy still in my house? My dad told me to hide in the attic before the purple stinky stuff. Can we go back to my house, mister? It's a very big house with a lot of bricks and windows. I think you'll like the study, mister. Or the breakfast room. The breakfast room is my favorite room. It has very pretty curtains and a nice ladybird.
Oh, yes, I'd love to.
That's the devil's number. It's day 62.
Recognize this part of the path. Waybridge should just be... Oh. Miriam, look at what those horrid machines did. I knew it. I knew that den of sin would face judgment someday. I suppose that day has come. Come, Miriam, find me a chair.
This'll do nicely.
Field Journal entry 11. I have discovered a red weed, at once resembling somewhat the cactuses of the Sahara and the creeping ivies of Great Britain. Its thread-like stems have defeated all but few of the native flora, and it appears to me the color of blood. Further research will be required.
I don't know how much more I can take. The curate just goes on and on and on.
We need to get into the river and get under the water so they can't see us. And hand me the gun.
What are we gonna do now? We're stuck here.
No, we're not. You need to swim downstream and don't stop until you can't swim anymore.
I can't swim at all.
I wish you luck.
Why aren't you coming with us?
I have to get to Manchester, and if I go down the stream, it'll take too long. I need to keep moving that way.
Just come with us. You can't get to Manchester if you're dead.
I'll be fine. Now go, quickly.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Wait, actually, take the gun. I'm probably a lousy shot anyway. Now go. You can do this. Just get to Manchester. If anyone's listening, please let me get through this.
Teen.
If you don't talk to me, I'll get Daddy. Daddy will tell me when I'm upset that they'll come get me.
Miriam? Oh, Miriam, there you are. I'd be lost without you. You know that, Miriam. Give me another piece of cake, dear. What? No cake left? Have you been eating all my cake? Out, Miriam. Useless girl, lazy girl. I should have known your father was Irish. I suppose I tried, but you just can't beat it out of him. I shall get a new companion then. Now, where's my cake?
Stuck in this house. Don't you dare. The Martians have been bringing in several men to the pit, and they have yet to come out. I don't know what's happening.
Serves them right, the dirty sinners.
My mommy and daddy said not to trust strangers. But you're a soldier. I trust you. What's your name? Your, captain? General. Mr. Captain? Mr. Oh! I'll call you Freddy. I think you look like a Freddy. Mr. Captain Freddy? Mr. Soldier Freddy? Your full name is Mr. General Captain Freddy Soldier, sir. But I'll just call you Freddy.
Last days with the curate, the Martians were bringing in dozens of men each night. That's when we saw how they fed. There's a lad around the edges of the pit. He's trying to get out. He can't. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
The rapture has begun. Their souls were ascended outside the walls. I must figure out a way to get there!
No, sir, stop! We must stay. Stay hidden. Hide somewhere better. We must hide somewhere better. We can hide in the basement. We must hide in the basement.
Where did these awful people go? They left me all alone in the middle of the night. I should have known, rotten Welshman.
I'm so glad to see you. Dare you? You try and speak to me like everything is fine? Do you know all that I've been through?
Field Journal, Entry 21. The red vines have begun to die off. It's difficult to notice, but they have been edged with gray blight at least since yesterday evening. I believe it may be a common gardener's bane, but of course, the Martian plants would have no immunity to earthly diseases. However, I have seen no human beings in the last days save a disjointed skeleton burnt into Putney Hill. I fear that the creatures may have accomplished their task in this part of the world. But I shall continue to follow their path, so that I may record their biography for posterity. We've almost reached London town centre.
I saw you from across the way, so I thought, well, a soldier, he'll know what to do. So here I am, and thank you so very much for helping me. Do you possibly... Oh.
Hi, ma'am. This is Mr. General Captain Freddy Soldier, sir. But I call her Freddy. He doesn't talk to strangers. And I'm Molly.
I don't care. Sir, I pay your wages, you know?
I told you he doesn't talk to strangers.
Didn't know they let cripples in the armies now. Very well. Help me or I'll report you. You know, it's your job to help people like me. What? What? You can't just leave me here. I pay my taxes. You work for me. Help me! Cripple! Murderer! I didn't mean it like that. I meant you were a murderer to those things. You've saved us countless times, and you're very, very, very strong, I'm sure.
have to help her. Well, I know she will, but we have to help other people too. If we don't help them, we'll just be bad at other people. I don't want to be a bad person, Freddy.
Well, excuse you.
Freddy is really nice to nice people. Maybe you try being nice.
You know, back in my days, children were seen, not heard.
You know, you are very old.
Well, I never...
Ma'am!
Well, anyways, my foot hurts. And I'm thirsty. You know, back in my days, people knew how to respect their elders. And look at us now. Darn good for nothing yaps.
You can borrow that old lady's shoes. Just make sure to bring it back to her when she wakes up. We can make it to London proper tomorrow.
You forgot.
75 of the apocalypse. The wretched woman has kept me in here for months!
3 weeks! In that house, it all came to a head. Couldn't stand him anymore. He became too much.
It's just, oh God, it's just. On me and mine be the punishment laid. We have sinned, we have fallen short, there was poverty, sorrow, the poor were trodden in the dust, and I held my peace. I preached acceptable folly. God, what folly, and though I should have stood up, so I died for it. And I called upon them to repent, the presence of the poor and needy, the winepress of God.
Shut up!
Oh, the angels. Oh, the angels. So terrible. Why won't you let me see them? Why, devil woman?
Stop moving, be still.
I've been still for too long, and now I must bear my witness. It has only been too long delayed. Woe to this unfaithful city! Whoa, 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 whoa! My voices have risen out of voices by the trumpet!
You can't be yelling like that.
Nay, speak! The Lord of the Lord is upon me! I must bear my witness. I go! It's already been too long delayed! Angels are here!
Can't imagine what you think of me.
I'm not here to judge.
I wish Nigel were here. He'd know what to do. Were you ever married?
No, never.
It's wonderful. Having someone by your side. Who'll stand by you. No matter what.
All right, gather round. Come on, quick. Now that we're all settled, maybe we think about what we do next. I mean, there's safety in numbers, right? Where should we go?
Further into town, maybe I want to see it
Maybe
for myself.
towards Manchester. I mean,
See if Nigel made it.
Finally, some sense from this group.
Henry, where are you going? To get my fiance a ring.
God.
Stop! What is he doing?
No, you
Where does
don't.
he think he's going?
Oh no, he's
Do you
getting a
hear
ring.
that?
They're coming!
Henry, come back! Get down! Stop! No.
Maybe it's for the best. Yeah, the blackout. Standing stop to be stand, okay.
Someone fire that back.
Do you guys know what we're
She's right. They've fallen down.
They're dying. Can't you smell?
I remember that smell from our pig farm growing up. What? It was the county's biggest pig farm.
Oh, I'm sure.
Does this mean we won?
Yeah, we've won at last.
The war may be over. Nobody won.
Well, it could be a trap. We should be careful.
It's a miracle. Our prayers have been answered.
The Martians perished, not by the hand of man with all
And they're dead.
That's what Bella said.
But how?
Bacteria. There's no bacteria on Mars, but Earth, us, we're full of it. The human body is teeming with tiny, invisible creatures that cause disease. They came, they fed on us, and drank from us, and it killed them. Brilliant! Mankind has held this planet through death and famine, war and pestilence. Of course it would not yield so easily. Ha!
I don't know about that.
Well, it's science.
So, what happens now?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to report my findings to the university before someone else does. And also, because, well, this information could help people.
I'll go with you. You're right. They'll need help and I need something to do. It keeps happening.
Molly, do you want to look for survivors, if any?
Yep. Maybe not. Maybe kids need help finding their mommy and daddy too.
You can look for more survivors while you take me back home.
No thanks. We don't need to take you anywhere.
Oh, take her back home. That's funny.
What about you?
Manchester, my sister.
Right, of course. Good luck.
You are headed back home, aren't you?
Yeah, it's what Nigel would have wanted. Find some way to honor his memory.